Hello, I am super excited to be sharing with you the first release of 2025 at Trinity Stamps. So today I will be making a shaker card using this stamp set, the Party-Saurus stamp set. It also has a coordinating die set. And here are some sparkle pops as well that are new. I have a fuchsia color lime. This one's watermelon, and there's also an orange. And I'll be using the orange, fuchsia, and lime for my shaker card, plus the orange shaker pop mix and yellow shaker pop mix. So I started out by coloring the elements for my shaker card, and this is the cute Stegosaurus image of the set, and I have stamped out onto white cardstock, and then I am coloring them up in orange and different shades of orange. I have like 3 different that I'll be coloring them in. So I'm using a dark shade, and they're colored pencils. I dark shade first to lay down some shading around his legs and his neck and underneath the hats. Then I go in with a lighter color, and then the lightest color last. And then I repeat until I get the blending in the shade that I want it to be, enough color. And I like colored pencils just because it gives me a lot of control. I feel like I can blend the color out better and lay down just the amount of color that I want, as opposed to markers, where it's just, I just find them harder to control than I can with colored pencils. And I'm using Prismacolor Premier pencils. And every so often you'll see me take a fan brush and just wipe my paper so that I don't get any unwanted little, dust, colored pencil dust anywhere. And my color palette that I'll be using is kind of like orange, green, pink, and some yellows. And I think that's a good color palette for anybody. And so this, I mentioned, it's a YouTube hop, inspiration hop, and there are a great group of designers that have videos. I'll put the link in my description. The person after me is Shanna Slater. You might have come here from Emily's channel, but I'll make sure to have the list in my description box. Also, I'll list links to the products that I have used today as well. So I'm just finishing up adding little pedicure colored toenails to my Stegosaurus, and then I'll be coloring up the hats, and we'll go from there. Now, I'll also be using a shaker pouch, like an A2 size shaker pouch, because it's going to be a full shaker card. And so you can get those at Trinity Stamps as well. And then after I have finished coloring all these cute little hats, I am going to make the background for the shaker card. Now, in this Party-Saurus stamp set, and I don't know if I mentioned, there's also a coordinating die set. And this is a relatively smaller, it's a good sized, stamp set. So it's got a coordinating die set as well for the sentiments and the balloon and the Stegosaurus. And so on my background, I'm going to use a white A2 size background. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I wanted to get like different dimension of balloons. So you see me here, I will stamp 3 balloons on the back panel and color those up with my pencils as well. And so this new release, this is such a fun release because it has dinosaurs, which are, who doesn't like dinosaurs? I haven't met anyone yet. Well, my son is on the fence with dinosaurs, but you know, I love dinosaurs. And so there's a bunch of dinosaurs. There's breakfast items, and oh, that toast. I love the toaster. And yeah, it's just a great release. Plus also something for friends, like a sentimentally speaking stamp set with friends, and die set as well. So it's a great release. And you know, you might want to check out everybody's YouTube channels, because everybody is doing their own products, like they're choosing their own whatever products they wanted to use from this release. So go check out their channels, their inspiration. Leave a comment on their video, and you can have a chance to win. I think the deadline to enter is February the 6th, and then winners will be announced. They're giving away a $25 shopping spree to the shop, and winners will be announced on the Trinity Stamps on the YouTube post. And there's also a Instagram hop, so you can head on over to Instagram, check out the hop, and see what's happening over on Instagram. Now here I am. I wanted to not only have every shaker bit shaking around. So here I am placing some of those sparkle dots, because I want some to be static. I want to glue them to the background. So I'm going to just glue a bunch of these sparkle dots so those ones won't move, and they will be in the shaker pouch. So, and I am just using a Barely Arts glue. I love this glue. It's real easy to use. And these colors go very well with the balloon colors. So I'm just gonna, and I don't need to do any down below, because you'll see that's where I'm going to place my Stegosaurus. So now what I'm doing is taking the acetate and bending it so that the tape side is in, and I'm adhering 3 sides. I leave the top open so that I can add all my shakers stuff. And when you shake the card, I love the sound that those little shaker pops, those little circles make. It's so fun. It really adds some, like, it's a great sound. And then I'm just playing a little bit. And then I adhere the top when I have the amount in. Now there's a little protective film on the outside that I remove, and ta-da, it's super clear. And now I am finding out what the placement I want, because I will be adhering 3 more balloons on the outside, and then my Stegosaurus. So we are almost finished with the shaker portion. These acetate shaker pouches are super easy to create a really impactful and fun shaker. It looks like hard, but it is not. It's super easy. And I like to use tape, double-sided tape on the shaker cards, because it doesn't take much time to, like, there's no drying time. And then I also add a little bit of glue, which allows some wiggle room if I put it on crooked. And there you have it. There's the shaker card part done. Now I am getting a sentiment ready for the inside. And I'm not sure what I want to use, so I'm stamping out Have a Dynamite Birthday, and then Party-Saurus. And I am using my little snips to break apart or snip apart my sentiments that are included in that coordinating die set. And the one that says Have a Dynamite Birthday, that is when it die cuts them all separate. So here I am trying to decide whether I want it on the outside, and I find that it gets lost with all the happenings that are going on. So now I'm going towards the inside, and I like that placement, so I am going to adhere those babies down and just kind of eyeball it. Sorry, my head got in the way. And then I'm like, we can add a little more. I have some balloons that I had colored that I didn't use. So I'm just going to add some to the inside. And I didn't like the third because, yeah. And that's it. Thanks for visiting.